The world of baked fruit desserts is vast, and many of the variations have cool names like sonker that covers the fruit with a batter, or a slump that uses biscuits, or a pandowdy that uses pie dough. But today, Elle's going to make a pear crisp, which means the topping has little crumbles, often with nuts.
To start, we took our favorite apple crisp and subbed in pears. But we quickly realized that it doesn't work like that. You can't really just swap apples and pears and call it a day.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with our topping. We have 3/4 cups of almonds.
Okay.
And so we're gonna put these in the food processor. You can use any unsalted nuts. So I'm just gonna add 1/2 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of light brown packed sugar, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg, and just to add a little salty sweet, 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Okay, so we're just gonna send this through the food processor until it's finely chopped. That's about 9 1-second pulses. All right, that looks good. There's only one way to go from here, and that's butter. We have 5 tablespoons of melted and cooled butter. Obviously, it makes it taste delicious, but it also helps the flour to bind with the other ingredients that are in the topping. So this is gonna go for 5 1-second pulses, and I might need to scrape down in between. This is perfect. This is exactly the consistency I was looking for, crumbly wet sand, but with nice large pieces of nuts.
Looks good.
All right, so let's start working on our filling.
Great.
What's really important to know is that apples and pears have the same amount of moisture, except pears have weaker cell walls. So this crisp is gonna be more juicy, which is actually a good thing, than it would be if it had apples. With that in mind, we need to create a binder to make sure that it just doesn't get out of control. We found just using a little bit of cornstarch did the trick. So we have here 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch.
So it doesn't take a lot of cornstarch to thicken up those juices.
It never does. 2 teaspoons of lemon juice from 1 lemon, and a little pinch of salt. Always does the do. And I'm just gonna whisk this together. All right, that's pretty well blended. Now we're gonna work on the pears. We have 3 pounds of boxed pears. That's about 6 to 7 medium pears. All you have to do is peel the pear. These pears should be ripe but firm. You can use Bartlett pears. Anjou pears are no good though because they're rather soft and they just get mushy when you bake it.
So stick with Bosc or Bartlett's.
That's right. So from here, I'm just gonna half the pear and core it, of course. It's important to get that interior stem and this blossom end off. So we're just gonna cut these into quarters. Now that we have them quartered, we're just gonna cut them to 1.5-inch pieces. All right, and I'm gonna add this to our already prepped pears. So what we need to do is toss these pears into our slurry. Would you mind giving them a little toss?
Sure. All right, those look pretty well coated,
They
I
do,
think.
good job, good job. All right, so we have an 8-inch baking dish and all the pears are gonna go inside.
To the rim.
And now it's time to bring back my favorite part, the topping. So I'm gonna sprinkle this on, making sure that I break up any large lumps. All right, it's time to get this pear crisp in the oven. It's gonna go in the lower middle rack, 425 degrees for 27 to 32 minutes, because that's gonna help the topping get very brown. Oh, wow.
Ooh, that smells good.
Oh my goodness, and it looks beautiful.
Elle, that is a good-looking crisp.
You can tell that it's ready because the fruit is bubbling around the edges.
It looks lava hot.
We have to wait for about 15 minutes so it can cool. Okay, so that was like the longest 15 minutes of my life. I'm ready to go. You tell me when.
Ooh.
How's
Oh, that
that?
looks good.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's so juicy, but not too much.
you can smell the pears.
I have something for you.
Ooh, a little vanilla ice cream.
I know.
Just a little on the side.
All right.
Not too sweet, not too spiced, and the topping still crisp. And I love those big chunks of almonds. Elle, thank you. This is amazing.
You're welcome.
And there you have it. If you want to make a fabulous pear crisp, make a quick topping using almonds, some brown sugar, and melted butter. After peeling and dicing the pears, toss them with a mixture of cornstarch, sugar, and lemon juice. Once the fruit and topping are assembled in the dish, bake until golden and bubbling. From America's Test Kitchen to your kitchen, a fabulous recipe for pear crisp. Thanks for watching America's Test Kitchen. What'd you think?
Well, leave a comment and let us know which recipes you're excited to make, or you can just say hello.
You can find links to today's recipes and reviews in the video description.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
I'll see you later.